Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Friendzone podcast. I am followed here today by my two co-hosts, the host, Connor, and
Hola.
the other person, he's just here once again, Cody Peterson. So,
Hello.
yeah, as of recent, I mean, this is from all of us, but we want to say thank you for the recent support, guys. Honestly, it's crazy because about a month and a half ago, I didn't see this being this big. I thought growth was going to be a lot slower and a lot that, but you guys have actually surprised the hell out of us, and we're greatly appreciative of that. We'd like to thank our last 2 weeks worth of guests on the podcast. We thank them for coming out, and just thank you guys for smashing the shit out of the like button and making sure you guys stay around. It means a lot. We're almost to that 100 subscriber goal. I don't know. We're probably in somewhere mid 70s right now. So make sure if you do
72.
72, yeah. So the closer we get to 100,
Yep, 28.
the closer we can drop that secret, that thing that we've been having in the works for you guys. So once again, just like to say it overall from all of us. Thank you guys. Means a lot. And yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So today, just us, no guests on the podcast today. Just followed by Dumbass here and Connor. So
Alright, okay.
I don't know.
Alright.
I mean, we obviously we have to keep
Thank you,
up.
Kyle.
We have
Call me a dumbass.
We have to keep up. We have to keep up the shtick. Well, I mean, to be honest, on this podcast, there's only room for one dumbass. And Cody, I'm sorry,
That's you,
but
Kyle.
you're the
That's you. That's you.
just
That
when
is you. You are the dumbass.
No, that's definitely you, Cody.
Cody,
You're the one who
because
has a car loan.
oh yeah, you
Oh,
can't really
God.
come back from that. I'm sorry.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, like every time Cody tries to like dig himself out, I'm just waiting for that low hanging fruit. I'm ready. I'm just waiting for him to drop that comment where he opens the door for either Connor and I just to, let him have it because
I can't wait till I pay off this phone so I can't get that shit used against me every single time that we're in an argument. At least I don't have a car loan. I can't wait till I
Oh,
get
then
done
I'll
with
just make the fact that you were the person that took a car loan at 18, so, I mean,
yeah, you're never gonna let
19, buddy.
never gonna let that
19.
down.
Okay, 19.
Get it right. Get it right.
I mean,
Get it
still,
right, Connor.
it
Still, you
doesn't
took
it doesn't
Carlin
make
at
the
18.
decision any much better, Cody.
Yes.
With a $9 an hour paying job.
$10 an hour.
Well, when you took out the loan, were you
And
getting?
and now with my
Car
new
loan,
job.
It was 9.
Either way, a loan with no matter what money you're getting paid, a loan is stupid either way. Just
Yes, and didn't I learn from it?
well, you don't learn until
I
you're
say.
done. Trust me, you'll
Okay,
look back on it
okay.
and
I've learned. I'm looking back on it right now, and there's a reason that I've already started to pay money extra towards getting this loan paid off. There's a reason that I already paid $500 extra
I
out of my savings account towards paying off this loan because I do. It sucks getting $250 fucking dollars taken out of my account each month.
So wait,
That's
you don't have an
$250.
emergency fund now? Whoa. Cody.
I have an emergency fund.
oh yeah, I'm sure he does. I know we're just messing with you. It's just always something like when we talk about. It's just that one thing
At
we
least
can
I'm
go
not in
to.
credit card debt.
We're not in credit
Right?
card debt. No,
Right.
I mean.
I'm not
know,
in credit
I'm
card
just
debt.
You're
we know
yes, you're
somebody
not in
who
credit
is,
card
so
debt, but
you-
you're still
Brandon, if you're
owned
thinking
by
of
someone. You're
the
owned by
friend
the
I'm
bank.
thinking of doesn't have that anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, you got it paid off.
It's off. He still has school loans.
He's
but,
had it paid off.
yeah.
Oh.
He's got some school loans, but
I'm slowly getting there. Yeah.
it's I mean we're not gonna talk about other people's financial problems or financial anything.
Oh, so we can talk about mine.
Yeah, anyone on here is free game because if you're gonna be on the podcast, I mean, especially if you're a dumbass, then you gotta be able to handle some heat at least. All of us here have taken it one way or another. It just turns out that Cody takes it all the time.
Especially me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just happens that
Fuck you guys.
you have
Fuck
more
you.
things to
Fuck you.
You know?
I'm pretty sure our secretary Brad, if he didn't buy all the clothing, he could pay for a whole house.
Woo! Dude,
Dude,
we were
Brad
talking
can
today.
buy so much shit.
Yeah, but he works for it. Okay, yeah, he works for it. He
does.
buys stuff.
He's
He still lives with his...
If he didn't buy all his stuff, he could have a down payment on a house with like $50,000.
I don't know about that. I was talking with him. We were talking
At
with him
least
today.
20.
Phantom and I were talking to him today, and we were talking about like 100 Thieves or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, I got a hoodie like of theirs on right now," and I know those aren't cheap, so I was like,
it's like almost $100.
"It's cool
like
every once in a while."
70.
I wouldn't buying merch every once in a while isn't bad. I just know it can be expensive.
Like buying it once a month will add up, yeah. Or just like getting something like that, yeah. Because like merch for like any like for YouTube or any gaming organization is expensive. It's like sports merch. Like if you're gonna buy a jersey or a
sports
sweatshirt
merch
like that,
is
it does, yeah.
Have you ever seen what it takes to buy like a hockey jersey or a like a
MLB players jersey?
Dude, it's insane.
That's 100. That's 100 plus. That's 100 plus.
A Jonathan Taves Blackhawks jersey, and they're over $200. Like for an actual one, not like a T-shirt that has that on, but like an actual one. It's like that expensive. I'm like, God damn, that's crazy. I don't know.
It's crazy.
That's something like that you buy a big gift for someone or your significant other or a family member. Like I don't think I would just spend $200 on that. I could still support them without getting one of those. At least where I'm at financially right now. And if you have the money,
you have the money for it,
and you're smart with your money, then I don't care. People are always gonna make. People are always gonna have impulse buys. I mean, I know I'm guilty of it sometimes. Sometimes I'll get a T-shirt, like I did get my
5
first
quesadillas from Taco Bell.
Yes,
I've never had 5. Never bought 5. I've bought 3, and then I've ate half of another person's. But I've never bought more than 3 of my own. Quesadillas are damn expensive.
That's what you say.
Quesadillas, Cody, remember I would say it was like sophomore year or so, and we would go, and it wasn't crazy expensive, but then like I say junior year to senior year, like it's expensive to get damn quesadillas now. It's for the lowest one, the beef quesadilla. It's like $3 almost. It's like $2.80.
It's $3. It's like
And then steak
it's expensive.
is like $4.
$3.
It's $2.80
You
for
get 2
a
of those,
beef
Connor.
one, and then for a steak one, it's almost $4. It's like $3.90.
Oh wow,
So
that's
either
so
6 or 8
expensive. $4.
Oh, okay, for a burrito, but there's
2 of
other
them.
burritos there. You can get 5 Frito burritos
Frito burritos for $5.
for $5. If I get 2 quesadillas, it's over $5.
I can get like 4 McDoubles for $2, and I can get.
You cannot get 4 McDoubles for
$4.
You get 2 for $3.
4 McDoubles for $4, or I guess
No,
it's 6.
it's 2 for
It's
3
6.
on the dollar menu. It's sad that I know that, kinda. But
Badass.
when you're in high school, and you want to get something, I tend to know the dollar menu. I tend to know the dollar menus of places. Taco Bell just has the best dollar menu.
You're a cheapskate.
No, I'm just not retarded with my money. I'm not stupid, sorry.
Whoa!
I shouldn't have said that. I'll go ahead and edit that out. Shouldn't have said that.
Whoa.
But I'm not stupid with my... I'm not completely stupid with my money, I'll say that. Because...
Well, you're definitely.
I definitely could get a Big Mac meal every time if I ever went there, and it would be like over $10, or I could get 2 McDoubles and it'll fill me up all the same, and it's only 3. I just know the dollar menus because and
it's not bad because you like.
Yeah, but is there
nothing
anything
wrong with
there's
buying
wrong?
cheap,
Yeah, I was
brother.
gonna say there's nothing wrong with that.
It's cheap and good.
Beans and
There's
rice,
nothing
rice
like
and
about
beans,
that.
as Dave Ramsey says. Sometimes you can't live. Obviously, going to a restaurant in general is not what he says by what he means by that, but like sometimes when you're in high school and you don't have a ton of money, you can't just get the big thing every time and have it not affect your wallet. Like,
okay, guys, going along with this, I want to talk about this. So with like quarantine right now, like we can't go out to eat like we normally do, like we do like once a week.
Yeah, every once in a while. I'd say like once every 2 weeks we'd go to like meetups or something. Yeah.
I've noticed that since like this quarantine started, I've saved so much money with like not going out to eat and like gas wise. It's crazy how much money I've saved.
That's the biggest thing, I'd say, for me.
Well, that's it. And I don't know, cause like you go through about, if you go out to eat once a week, it's about, depending on where you go, it's $10, $15.
I'd say $20. Some of the at least when we go, unless we go on like our friend group likes to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, because I mean we're all big fans of wings and stuff, but sometimes we'll go when it's like the buy one get one, sometimes we won't. So like if we go normally, it's probably around anywhere from $16 to $20, I'd say, if it's not that. But yeah, it's when you're doing that and people are driving and you're driving around to places. Like we were also driving back and forth to the gym a decent amount, Cody. So like even just taking that out, it's not a very big distance, but when you take that out and you're not driving a bunch of places, and like I don't think I haven't really had the means to go anywhere. I want to so bad because I'm bored out of my goddamn mind half the time, but sometimes you just really can't.
See, I'm the opposite of you right now, Kyle.
You like there's times where I like it, but certain times where I'm just like I can't stay in the house. Like that's why, like beforehand, like every once in a while I'll be like, "Yo, anyone want to do anything? Anyone want to go get some food, or anyone want to do that?" It's not even because necessarily like I'm hungry. I'd say sometimes when we want to get together and get food, it's just because we're bored and we want to hang out with our friends. That's just probably
What I was meaning by that was the opposite. Was that ever since this quarantine shit started, I've been busy as hell because of work.
Well, I don't really think that.
Well, because you were talking about how like I haven't like. What was it like? I've been stuck inside the house for like a week or so, and which with me, it's like every day I am.
Well, I know, but besides like the job, I know, but besides the job, have you gone anywhere, and just gone and done things with friends like we usually do? In terms of
not with friends, but with family, I have.
Where'd you go? Did you go out to eat?
No, we didn't go out to eat. Let's see. A couple weeks ago, we were helping my grandpa move stuff from my great grandpa's house to storage. So we met up there. We were just in there talking, and we were just doing that, and it wasn't bad. And there's another night where it was actually, last night. One of my brother's friends from his baseball team was his birthday, and they did a drive-by with honking their horns. So we did that. So and we talked beforehand and talked afterwards.
So basically, you're the exact opposite of like 85% of people in the country right now, as far as like going out and doing things. Or would you say? I would say okay. Compared to quarantine, I wouldn't say like obviously you're not. You're still going out, but you're not going out to the near extent that you were. You have to agree on that. You haven't been going out and stuff like that.
I haven't been going.
That's
like that.
more what I meant.
Connor. There's a difference between me doing it the 2 times that I've done it. Besides that, I'm going to work every single like day, pretty much. So
you're the main cause of this quarantine expansion.
No, Connor. The main cause of this is people going out every single day and acting like it's normal. I am going to my job that I have to go to. People can stay home.
You don't have to go to. You choose to go to.
No, Connor, I have a job and I have a commitment to that job. There's a reason I get paid on every Friday.
You choose
because
to go to your
Yeah,
job. You don't
I know,
have to.
but he's not going
No
there
one's forcing
touching
you to
people.
go to your job.
That and they have masks and stuff.
I,
I'm sure you have masks. I'm sure you probably have gloves or
hmm
you
yeah,
disinfecting wipes or hand sanitizer at your work. It's not like you're just running around
yes,
without any of that stuff. So you're still doing
no, yeah,
more than the average person who doesn't care about this virus. Just like earlier, I saw this video on Twitter of one of the beaches in LA, where people are just walking about, going to like restaurants and stuff, and still standing like severely close to each other, crowds of people protesting and stuff. And yes, I understand, like, I don't necessarily agree that we should be on lockdown all the time, but in protesting in large groups of numbers, it's not necessarily helping.
that's not helping.
Not that
It's not.
not that I don't disagree with you. I agree that we shouldn't everyone shouldn't be on lockdown at
You
all
have a right
times.
to protest, but
You do, but
there's a different way of going against it. There's a different way of protesting about this.
yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't agree that we should, but
Well,
like getting in groups that big, like I don't think, and we should be like, I still people think people should still follow social distancing, but I mean, as far as like some other things, small businesses are hurting right now. People that are unemployed are hurting right now. The unemployment rate is, it went from the
yeah.
50-year all-time low to like a pretty high unemployment rate. I don't necessarily know what it's at,
Yeah,
but I know what it
I don't know
came
the
from.
stats, but
I just know that it's rising, the unemployment rate, which, I mean,
mhm.
and get the quicker we get some of those people out there, the more it'll help the economy. It'll help smaller businesses. It'll help these things. I do agree with some of the protesters on that. I just don't think that getting together in huge crowds is really, it's not necessarily like helping
The right
us.
way of going.
Yeah,
doing,
like
yeah.
it's probably going to be effective in terms of maybe getting the government to speed it up. It may not, but there's other ways you could go about it to where you're not spread. Like a lot of people who are protesting aren't even wearing masks and stuff, and I don't know. I mean,
All it takes
obviously,
is one person in there
yeah, obviously,
to have,
I
to have
Spread
COVID
it.
and not know about it.
I'm not
Build
directly
immunity.
affected.
Just like we did with polio. So
Polio's
Well,
a
there's
lot
a
more
difference though in
severe.
this. There's a difference in this. You could have a
not to
really
what the
good
government
immune
thinks.
system. You could have an amazing immune system
Polio, the government
be-
thinks polio is
and
bad.
be. No. What I'm going at is you could have an amazing immune system and be in very, very good shape, eating healthy, taking like the proper medication you need, like to like for just like vitamins and stuff like that, and you can still get this. There's been reports of people of like
Well, yeah,
fitness.
you can still get it. You can still get any sickness,
So
but it's how
I
your
know.
body defends it.
All right, we gotta get off of coronavirus. I mean, I just, I don't know. I not
Like how you
that.
scared of it.
No, we're just all.
Kyle's scared of
I
it.
feel like everywhere I see is coronavirus, and it's just repetitive. A lot of the
Because it's
same
bullshit,
shit.
and I think the state needs just to open up everything.
A lot of the same
Yes.
shit. Seeing the same
Okay,
shit on the
okay,
news.
okay. We need to go with that. We need to go with that right there. The state of Illinois.
Or do what
Iowa.
Iowa's doing, open by counties. And
Yeah, that
counties.
okay. I agree with that because you can keep
Exactly.
Chicago locked down. Like you can keep them on lockdown, but some of these other places that aren't like hugely affected by it, you can still tell people to, like still practice social distancing. Like you shouldn't go out unless you have to.
Just
but
have the county decide.
making when you have the government shut down everything, it hurts a lot of people. Hurts a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And certain
Yeah,
people are
it's
benefiting.
stupid how-
Certain people are benefiting from it that don't necessarily need to be benefited. Like
Pritzker, he just like Iowa is doing the best. Is very smart with this. They're letting the counties decide because wherever their governor lives is not gonna be the only place that they should determine off of. Like with Illinois, Pritzker is just determining how the entire state should be run just by how Chicago is doing. When some counties might have maybe like not even 100 cases, and they're on the same regulations as Chicago is because of that. That doesn't make any sense. You should still do the social distancing, but it shouldn't be they shouldn't have the
Everything
same
shouldn't be. They
consequences
shouldn't
as
have. The
what
government shouldn't be shutting everything down. In
No.
It's
certain
because Pritzker ate too
counties.
many Twinkies. That's why. When you eat so many Twinkies, your mind's not the same. It goes wacko.
Yeah.
There's more
It's
going
an
on over
addiction.
there.
He needs help.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I
For
think
the
a
ding
lot.
dongs, man, he has way too many ding dongs. Zebra cakes will get you too, man. Damn zebra cakes.
All the damn Hostess food items.
Oh shit, the cosmic brownies.
Wait, so that's why
Star
my-
Crunches.
the grocery store was out of Hostess products. Oh, Pritzker has them. Okay. Makes sense now.
There's a lot more than
Okay.
Pritzker that's
So-
need to be fixed as terms of
Yeah, I
Illinois
know.
government. He's easy to pick on because
Yeah.
he's at the head of it
He's
all.
actually not that
Yeah.
bad. He just has he's just made a lot of stupid laws. Like illegalizing gas-powered leaf blowers.
No, it's just Illinois just needs to be completely
That causes
redone.
all the carbon
Its
emissions
government.
in the world, guys. The
That's why-
gas-powered
Yes,
leaf blowers
just-
in Illinois. In
just
Illinois, man.
Illinois. Illinois is the reason for it.
That's why
Illinois.
the Friendzone
So-
podcast is going to start up a petition right here, and we'll get it going up on a GoFundMe to where we exclude Chicago from Illinois, and we elect new people for the good part of Illinois.
Probably have the whole southern part of Illinois on that petition if it got out.
Dude,
Sure,
it'd be
probably.
insane.
Besides a few counties. Few cities you would.
Some cities
No, how's your guys' week
benefit
been
from
going?
Chicago, but
Shitty.
Why has it been shitty, Connor?
I don't know. Certain people.
Oh.
I'd
Okay.
say it's stress. It's a stressful week. Obviously it's at the end of the week, so it's not as
In
stressful.
school.
But with school, obviously, if you guys don't know, we are in college, so finals are next week, and we've had a lot of teachers are cramming shit down our throats last second, giving us projects, giving us limited time to do some of these things because kids are having trouble.
Well, it's not necessarily limited time. It's just that we procrastinate.
Well, I would say my teachers have procrastinated an absolute shit ton. There's our one project he said for my CS 250 class, my computer science class, Java programming. He said, "Here, I'll get you the video out on Monday, and yeah, the 3 parts will be due next Friday." I was like, "Okay, that's fine. That's 2 weeks." Then he posted on this Friday. He said, "Sorry, the video didn't get out, so I'm just cutting that whole part out of the project. Here's this now." And then he gave us like basically a new project to do on a shortened time. And one of our teachers was nice about it, and he goes, "I'm just going to give you guys the final questions. I'm not going to give you the answers to them, but I'm going to give you the final questions in advance so you can study and do them, and then just whenever you take the test." He's actually understanding, but one of our other teachers is like, he's just now returning stuff that we need to study for the final on Monday. Our projects that we did throughout the semester.
That sucks.
He just gave me back my second project that we did of the semester like yesterday, and our thing's on Monday. So it's kind of I mean, probably obviously a lot of other schools are probably handling it differently, and some teachers aren't, I don't know, adapting to it very well. Some are. I mean, it just depends on the type of teacher you are, as well. If you're more...
it's new to everyone.
Yeah,
This is completely new to everyone.
This year has been absolutely fucking nuts, and it's
Crazy.
only May. Just think of that, like,
Yeah.
so much shit has happened, and it's only May.
Yeah. The first, yeah. January to now. Jeez, it's just been crazy.
People
I
have
am
been
ready
dying.
for this year to be over with.
Coronavirus, sports canceled, everything canceled, everyone's inside, unemployment's going through the fucking roof. important people have died. World War III was not gonna happen, but it
Yes,
was
that was.
at the beginning of the year. Everything.
There was talk. Yeah,
It's it's been a weird year,
been
especially.
it's an interesting year. What's gonna happen next after this?
No, I don't jinx it on us, Cody. Like
knock
I
on-
really hope
Knock on wood,
nothing.
nothing's gonna happen.
This summer, it would put a real damp on the year if summer was canceled. Like what I mean is like having the entire state
Like
still on
it'd be
lockdown for the rest of
to
the
be lockdown. Yeah.
for the rest of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, it's extended through May 30th. Which I hope after that things start opening up. If it goes anywhere into it, it's gonna ruin the year for me. There's still time to do some good things, to have fun and stuff, and to get on with our lives and have the economy kind of go back to its original state. But as it's looking right now, things aren't fucking.
It's not looking too good.
No. Which I mean, it's whatever. But hey, we can talk about something a little bit more lighthearted, like what we're gonna do when this fucking cancer shit is over with. What the fuck are you guys wanting to do? What is your after quarantine bucket list? I don't know.
Sleep.
Leave. Aren't you getting enough of that?
Nope.
How are you not getting?
Sleep is always necessary.
Dude, it
is.
Sleep has been so weird lately. Like as far for me at least, like I always like wake up. I go to bed late, so I wake up later. I wake up at like 11 to noon, and I'm like, damn, like I feel like really bad. I'm like, I wasted the day. But then it's like I look at my day and I'm like, well, what's my day consist of? I'm like, well, I'm doing that. I'm doing a little bit. I have a little bit of homework that I have to do, but I'm not leaving the house. I'm not doing anything. So really, I'm not. It's not. I don't know. I just whenever I wake up and I see like noon on my phone, I'm like, ugh, like shit. Shouldn't have slept in that. Like obviously, if you work, you like Cody. I mean, you don't have to experience that. You're still working. You're getting up at the crack ass of dawn.
Yeah.
Everything's still good.
I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning.
Making some
That's
fucking
fun.
money though, so I mean that's good.
Yeah, I'm making money. Yeah, it's nice, but
Only if Kyle was caught up on Clone Wars, because I just caught up last night.
yes.
Or
Dude,
today.
I
A little
heard
bit
they were
today,
talking.
a little bit
Zach
mostly
joined.
last night.
Zach joined yesterday and said it was so good.
Son of
I've been watching it.
Insane.
I've been putting in my time. Tomorrow,
Insane.
I think I'm just
I
gonna
don't
go and watch
necessarily-
it.
I don't know if I
all
like it or
day.
not. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Connor, that comes out
May 4th.
Monday it comes out on May 4th.
the
which
last
is
one?
Yeah, it comes on May the 4th be with you day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
Lord.
That's
I'm ready for it. It just sucks because like for
It's
Star Wars
insane.
lately, everything for Star Wars is coming to an end right now.
well.
Like they just
this
got done
chapter.
with the movie, yeah, the movie series, and we have the Clone Wars series.
Honestly,
Like Battlefront
well, I
2?
guess I'm not gonna try to spoil anything. There's a lot more they could have did with this series.
Well, okay, Connor.
Like,
Okay,
there's
Connor,
a big
there
time
was-
frame that they missed.
Yes. Well, no. You know what it was, Connor? They had, after the last season, season 6, they had 60+ episodes that they wanted to do, but they brought it down to 12. So they could have had a few more seasons. At least they could have had a total of like 10 seasons. But I don't know why they did that, but they just decided
Why
to
was
make
there-
it only to 7 seasons.
I guess I'm not as familiar. What was the how long was the hiatus? When was season 6 done, and when did season 7 start? Like, how big of a time frame was there? Because the show started in
4 or
what?
5. Well, it was ever since Disney bought the rights a few years before that, because it was Disney was talking to them about buying them. So what happened? Because it was Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network was the one who fully owned it. They owned it. They made the episodes. And so what happened was it was in the book. So Cartoon Network was like, shit, they're offering us a lot of money. So like they instantly like wrapped her up a season 6. And then
Yeah, because there wasn't that many episodes in it.
So it was basically lost in. I guess the continuation was just lost. Did they have a lot of the same people working on it from Cartoon Network that were on the same project? Like, can you tell?
David Filoni.
Yes.
Can you tell?
Pretty much all
the voice actors are the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so,
all the voice actors are the same. Well, I guess like George Lucas. Well, I don't know if was it like George Lucas had owned part of it. I thought this. It wasn't just like Cartoon
George
Network.
Lucas's name was mentioned in every single episode of season.
I'm pretty sure he still.
So it wasn't.
Since
It
he owns
wasn't
Star
just
Wars,
Cartoon Network owned it, or had the rights to it. It was like George Lucas and all that. And then when George Lucas was selling the name Star Wars
I don't think
or Lucas.
Cartoon Network was the primary owner of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but they got the okay from George Lucas.
Yeah.
George Lucas was not the one who created the Clone Wars.
No. Just you have to get you can't just start right now. We could if we were really good animators or something, we couldn't just start up our own show without consulting with the creator of Star Wars. You know what I mean? It would.
I think they pretty much consulted with them. He was like, he looked at
this is what,
what they were doing.
They probably showed him a demo. As well.
It says it's an animated television series created by George Lucas and produced by Lucasfilm Animations, Lucasfilms, CG Inc. And it just aired on and it debuted on Cartoon Network. So
it was still
I thought they owned it.
Lucasfilms.
Lucasfilms
owned it.
I just looked it up.
But they aired it on Cartoon Network. I guess in the grand scheme of things, before Disney owned Star Wars, Disney Channel probably wasn't going to put it up there. If you look around the same time, what shows were going on Disney Channel and the shows that were it just probably didn't have a place. Or if you look at Nickelodeon, I could see it being on Nick, but Cartoon Network probably was I guess it all comes down to the politics and the money.
There's just so much more they could have added and so much more they could have done. But Disney just was like, this is stupid, and then this did it. Which, bullshit. There's so much more they could have done.
Yeah, there is. Which I'm hoping they're going to continue.
Because there's 2 years that aren't there. There's 2 years that aren't there.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Oh my, I want to talk about some of the things right now, but... Kyle.
We can switch gears. Not necessarily switch gears, but speaking of shows that were ended early made by different people, I mean Game of Thrones, we never did officially talk we haven't talked Game of Thrones on this, and I'm sure there's a lot of Game of Thrones fans out there. But that when the writers weren't following the books of the author and they did their own things, a lot of people had the same thing. They thought it was too rushed, and I mean, obviously, 60 episodes down to 12 seems probably rushed as well. And with new writers, new ownership, things can get fucked up. Now, me personally, I think that yes, it was rushed. You could have spread it out. I'm talking about Game of Thrones. It could have been spread out. Some people's endings on Game of Thrones. I don't think we have. Everyone's probably watched it. If not, this is a spoiler. With endings, I didn't necessarily think that some of them were bad. A lot of people didn't like some of the things, but even if the show was extended to a couple more episodes, the
same thing would have definitely happened. The same outcome would have happened.
Yeah, for certain people, they're like, Jon Snow, I wanted him to be king, and it's like, well, he was the only person I could see. Fit. He was the only person I could see taking down Daenerys, actually. And I don't... People are like, oh, it would have been so much... No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have. He still would have had to been the person to do it. Whenever it comes to doing the right thing, he, time and time again, has done that shit. He's done it through and through. So, I couldn't see anyone else doing that. People are like, oh, Daenerys didn't have to, go off the wheels and stuff. I'm like, you saw it before. You saw it was happening. You knew it was going to happen. She stopped listening to Tyrion on things when she burned the Tarleys. She flamed them. The father and the son. You saw she was going off the wheels. A lot of people are like, obviously, I don't think with Arya Stark when she just said, "I'm gonna sail west of Westeros," that's probably one of the main things I didn't like, because it was just so open ended. But there is confirmation of spin-offs for that show.
Yeah, like there's talk about
Like they're in they were
Targaryens.
in the main. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I heard as well.
Yeah.
Like before the Mad
no,
King
but, like,
and stuff like that.
going along with the ending. I don't know what you guys think, but I think if Jorah
So
was still alive and yes, didn't die and was still with during when they went to King's Landing, I don't think that Daenerys would have acted the way she did.
Yeah,
I think with Jorah dying,
She was already going
I
mad.
don't. She was, but yeah.
You could tell from the start of the show how she was just going crazy. She was becoming her father. Like when she got her dragons.
There were
she was
times
like,
where she
just
showed
feed 'em to
mercy.
the
There was
dragons,"
times
or
where she
when
showed
was like,
mercy.
burn 'em to the
yeah, it
dragons.
was yeah.
But
Yeah,
most of the times that
father,
she showed mercy, it wasn't because she thought it was good to show mercy. It was because Tyrion told her.
People around her.
It was the people that were telling her like, "Yo, you shouldn't do this." So if it were up to her, she probably would have killed a lot more people and done a lot more worse shit and went off the rails even sooner. So it doesn't surprise me that she went off the rails. A lot of people don't necessarily like that she did, but I honestly think it was it's the only thing that could happen.
After she got power in the Targaryen, or not the Targaryen, but or I guess it wasn't it? Or,
Sorry.
What do you mean?
I can't. I can't think. It's been a long time.
What are you
But
talking
anyway,
about?
when she got married to what's his face,
Khal Drogo.
Khal
Khal
Drogo.
Drogo, that's when she fucking
When she first got her power.
went crazy. When she
got
power,
power
she's
hungry.
like, I want
Yeah.
more. And she's like, I want even more.
Like she
When
did
she got the
talk.
Unsullied.
She always
She
talked
didn't
about.
have to sail across the sea. She had our whole kingdom on the other seas, but she was like, I want more.
That and I think a lot of the things she was saying where she was like, I want people to be free and stuff like that. I think like that was almost a mask for her aspirations. Like she
goal.
wanted the power. She says that she wanted people to be free and that's good, but like I think that was just almost a mask for what she really wanted to do, and that was to take over everything.
Take over the world.
She was successful, and then not the world, but
Jon Snow
obviously, yeah, Jon Snow did.
Well, I think that was probably her end goal. I think was not just King's Landing, but it just It was really interesting. I really hated the ending had its moments for me, like with this and everything. Like Jon Snow, like for most people, a lot of people, I think was one of their favorite characters.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know for you guys, but Jon Snow was like my favorite character, and just seeing how he began off as like his mother, like what's the Stark's name? Not Ned Stark's wife, or not Ned? No, not.
What are you
but
trying to say?
The original two. Okay, in the beginning in season 1. Sansa's mother, or like all their the original Queen of Winterfell. She did not like Jon, and so he decided to go to the Wall, and in the end, he's ended at the Wall again.
That's where he belonged.
He
That's
ended-
where he wanted to be his
yeah.
whole life.
It's just it sucks how he
He would have
started
never
getting
been
things
king. He
figured
wasn't
out.
fit for king.
Yeah, there was time. There were
All
times
the way
where
through, he never wanted to be king. He
yeah.
was too wanting to be free, and being a king means you sit and you tell people what to do.
That and a lot
he wasn't fit for that.
That
Oh
and
shit!
a lot of people like I knew he wasn't fit for king when he's always ready to do what's right, and yes, a king should always do that, but sometimes like the king or queen has to go with the people. They have to answer to the people, and if the people want something different than what's right, he would still do what is right, and I feel like he would almost be overthrown in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot
Look what
like
happened
his
at
father.
the Wall.
Yeah, And yeah, exactly. Like that's I wasn't even fucking thinking about that, but that's exactly what happened. He did what he knew was right, and it got him like the same thing probably would have happened
Killed.
if he ever became king. And that's why like people are like, we want you to be king, we want you as the king, and he's like, well, I want to do what's right. Like it's not necessarily like he didn't want to be. They made him the king because of how he's a good leader. He's a great leader. But as far as king in that, I don't see him being king.
Yeah, because like, it was just interesting. Jon Snow had a very interesting life within Game of Thrones because he was an outsider, and then he like goes to the wall. All the shit happens at the wall. Then he eventually finds out that Eddard Stark or Ned Stark is not his dad, and that it was actually what's their name?
Aegon. It's either Aegon or Aegar Targaryen.
Yeah, but what's the sister, Ned's sister's name? I forget her name. But those two had John,
oh,
and
gosh, yeah, his sister's name.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but
yeah, just John had an interesting life in Game of Thrones. He was all over the place, and he finally figures out everything and just gets sent to the wall.
And I know John is one of your favorite characters, and I like them too. But I would almost argue that there's other characters that were my favorite that I feel like people didn't feel like John got his justice, and they wanted him to be king and stuff. There were some characters, like some of my favorite characters. Two of them were Lannisters, Jaime.
Yeah, I like Tyrion.
And Tyrion.
And Jaime. Yeah, those are two good ones.
But I don't. With Tyrion, him being made, he was I'm not going crazy. He was hand of the king, right? He was hand of.
Yes, he was.
Bran, or Bran. They always say it in like British accent, so whenever I don't know how it's Bran or Bran or whatever.
Bran.
Like that did him justice because he was good. He's a good hand of the king. I agree. I feel like people.
He's very.
People think that
he's very smart.
Clegane, the Hound, he didn't get justice. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, oh, I didn't like his ending. He just died. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? His whole life, redemption. He turned from being, just murdering and being an asshole to, he was still kind of an asshole, but he learned with Arya, like, shit, like,
their relationship.
She taught him a lot, and he came back and he just he kind of turned his life around. He was one of my favorite characters in terms of character development, and he killed his brother. Like that was awesome. Him pushing him through and like driving him down, like he won. Because a lot of people are saying like
he was scared of his brother the entire time.
Mm-hmm. His brother burned him. That was awesome. Now we're talking about good characters here. We should talk about some of the bad characters on Game of Thrones and some of the most useless people. I'll go first because I have someone in mind. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this person too. But Sam Tarly. Probably the biggest pussy I've ever seen, and one of the most useless characters who had zero character development throughout the story.
Wait, Sam Tarly, isn't that the big fat guy from the wall?
Yeah, the fat kid.
Yes.
He doesn't even know his name. Or know the character.
I know it's Sam. Yeah, he's a big fat guy
from
from the wall. Yeah.
That character, he had. Oh. I forgot about that character.
I guess he saved Ser Jorah Mormont. He's a smart kid, but he's a coward. And he never developed any sense of courage or, like, really anything.
There's two biggest things that happened to him. He saved his
Ser Jorah.
Ser Jorah, and then he figured out that dragon glass kills White Walkers.
Yeah, I just
Two
as
things he
far
that's
as
two things he did.
I guess he wasn't completely useless. I just he could have like I could have seen him like like growing a pair and becoming like someone cool, like a good, like a
Mhm.
awesome character. And he still was like he just
Mhm.
seemed like a coward. He was like I can't. Even towards the end, he's like I can't do this, John. I can't. Like he was still being a cow. I was just like really like that's how they're gonna end him. They're just gonna end him as a coward who doesn't really have to do anything to. I don't know. I guess I didn't really necessarily like that character and his whole thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm. I don't know. It's just yeah. He was much one of those characters. Melisandre. Jeez.
the Red Witch,
Yes.
interesting
Just an interesting
character.
character. Yes.
It's interesting. The whole my favorite part probably with her was when in the battle for Winterfell, where she lights
Yeah. What if she did?
the swords.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. But she was okay. She had her moments. There were times where I'm like that's stupid bitch. But then there's other times.
Mhm.
There's other times where she was pretty cool. Yeah. Show is awesome.
Connor, what are your thoughts?
It's yeah. Here, I guess
I didn't watch every single episode. I watched a majority of them. I wasn't. I mean, it was a good show. A lot of good characters. I think the Red Witch definitely played her role in the thing. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say she's an interesting. I thought she was a pretty good character because you always have to have that person that's like kind of bad but also kind of good in the show just to keep kind of suspenseful. I mean, I kind of compared to Snape from Harry Potter, how he was like, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
he's a bad guy. He's a good guy. He seems like a bad guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And in the very end, you're like, oh my god, okay, he's a good guy. And that's how kind of she ended up being like, oh wow, she not a bad person.
Mm-hmm. I saw that a lot with Jamie as well, Jamie Lannister, because he was a character that I had a love-hate relationship with. But the more and more I
The
saw
ending
him,
with him.
A bad guy.
he ended up okay. I wouldn't
ending with
necessarily think he's a bad guy. I just think he like I just
He
that's
tried saving Cersei.
that
I disagree with that.
I don't even think he tried saving her. He told her, he goes, I can't help you do this. If you're going to do this, I'm going to go. Like, he was a good guy. He couldn't leave family. Yeah. I understand. I just don't understand why he went back after sleeping with Brienne of Tarth. I can't see that. Like, I don't understand. Like, you do that, but then you go back. Like, it's either one or the other. I would have rather seen one or the other. At least some consistency with him.
I really thought he was gonna stay.
Same. I really hope he did. Wish he did, because it would have redeemed everything for him.
Yeah.
That and Cersei.
Okay, what's like the two main characters you hated?
Cersei was up there.
You just
Fuck it. I hated Cersei.
for me,
I'm sure a lot of people hated Cersei. But
I hated Joffrey. I just couldn't stand him. Absolutely hated I hated him.
Yeah.
And then
I hated
Ramsay Bolton.
Joffrey and then Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay
Yes.
Bolton.
I
There.
understand
That
what
was
she
it.
did. I understand what she did and why she did it. I mean, she was like trying to protect her own self. She tried to. She was just one of those queens that was power hungry. Like, so I mean, she was just there to be like, oh,
Like
my
Daenerys.
people are about to betray me. I'm gonna kill them all for my safety. Like, well, I understand where you're coming from.
She had some moments, yeah. But Ramsay, that he's scum
I
of the earth.
loved Ramsay's death. I loved how like Sansa
so
just
satisfying.
Sansa.
the dogs.
Yes. Like, they won't turn on me. I'm their master. You haven't fed
Oh,
them
they
in
haven't
over a
been
week.
fed in 14 weeks.
Yeah.
However
In
many
4
weeks.
days.
Sansa is like character development from her being like a little innocent in the beginning
A
to
badass
queen.
bitch.
to badass. Yeah, she really. And then also, Theon is another character that
God,
he
yeah,
he his ending, the way he went out.
I still think he's a coward. I'm sorry. I like sure but he didn't do anything. He just ran and instantly died. Like it wasn't like, sure it was noble, but he's still a coward. He left his sister to be killed. Like I understand he went something traumatic,
Yeah.
obviously, and being tortured. But when it came time to it, he left people when it mattered most. And he just acted like a bitch. I mean, yeah, at the end, he finally grew a pair, but he didn't, like, he didn't do anything. Well, he had, I think
he grew the pair that he wanted.
He had his balls, he just didn't have his cock.
Yeah.
Either way, that's
Dude,
still
that
awful.
That scene there, where after he got his cock cut off, what's his face? Ramsay Bolton was eating a piece of sausage.
Dude, that's a mental fuck right there. That's a mental.
That's fucked up.
It is. That's why that was one of the reasons why I hated him. That and he killed his father. And,
Ramsay.
Well,
he killed his father, and then the way he killed his yeah, he killed it. Well, he killed his father.
He killed what's his name, John's brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that, and then to.
He's just a psychopath.
It's pretty much stepmom. It was his stepmom and the baby. Fed them to the dogs. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's just scum of the earth.
Yummy, yummy, human in my tummy, tummy.
It's so weird to think that he plays Mick Mars in The Dirt, and I love Mick Mars in The Dirt, like the way some of the shit he does. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Obviously, we talked about it last time, but he plays Mick Mars.
Yeah.
The older guitarist, and I was like, oh, I fucking hate you, and then I realized that he doesn't play the bad guy all the time. But yeah, Game of Thrones though, overall, to kind of to wrap up Game of Thrones, it was definitely one of the best shows I've ever seen. It's got to be in my top 3, I'd say. TV shows.
It's
top 5.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there.
Definitely, yeah.
There's one show that will never probably be beaten. It's just for certain reasons.
And let me guess.
Which one would that be, Connor?
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yes, sir.
I've been watching
the storyline that they have. Just wait till you get into like season 4, 5, 6, and now 7. It just pulled it. It's just insane.
I can't get through it quick enough. It seems like I watch like episodes, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere because I'm watching like 2 or 3 a night, but I still like I just need to like tomorrow. I almost need to dedicate the entire day of just watching Clone Wars. I feel. Because it's getting good. It is getting good. The episode after Death Trap, which is Boba trying to kill. I didn't watch any last night because we got off where he tries to kill Mace Windu. Yeah, it's the episode after that. And I feel like I've almost watched that one as well, but the way it was kind of going. But then I fell asleep, and then last night.
Oh, the one after that is the one where. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know which one that one is now. That's when, Okay, yeah, no, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but...
I wish, as a kid, I would have watched it, so, but, I mean, I was, around that time, I was huge into Marvel.
You understand how much they missed out, it's just...
Yeah, I
pisses me off.
Yeah, it seems like that always happens.
They could have did another at least 4 seasons.
3 to 4 seasons.
Yes.
But
they're like, no thanks. It's like, come on, god damn it.
I just hope whenever Star Wars.
It's so weird. Every time that one thing happens, Cody, it makes you like, just insane. Like, on the different games it happens in, the movie it happened, it's just like, you appreciate this one I guess characters a lot, and then it's just like, I want you to die. Why are you doing this? Stop! It's like, like stop
I
it.
agree.
Get
Yeah,
some help.
It's just I hate it. I'm gonna be Monday's gonna really just suck.
It just sucks.
'Cause
Like
that's
that's
another-
probably one of the only good
I
shows
hope
on
that
right now.
character meets with the other certain character that is kind of also extremely valuable, and like they talk, and you see them interact with each other after that.
I agree, Connor.
You
I
know,
know exactly what you're talking
you know
about.
what character? Okay.
Yes. Was this character mentioned in the last episode? Like just his name.
I can't remember.
I do think I know who it is, but yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's
Mr.
just
Powell.
interesting.
Just say that.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah, it's
binge
gonna be very
watch it.
interesting.
I have plenty of time to watch it. Once school is over, I will have basically all the time in the world. I won't to where I can.
I should
Better
just go
finish this
back and
before
watch
school gets
all the
over.
Clone Wars again.
You
all
would pass
Star
me
Wars
up,
again.
dude.
You'd probably pass him up. You probably would.
Just watching
honestly.
it, it's just so enjoyable.
We might just
It
have to
is,
watch
it
some
gets
in
addicting.
Discord.
Late too.
Might just have to watch some in
Yeah.
Discord. I don't know. Maybe we'd get through it a little bit quicker.
We're probably-
or I would.
We're probably getting up on time, Kyle.
Yeah, we're at 56 minutes, so we can
Yeah.
anywhere here soon. I'll go ahead and probably wrap it up whenever it's about 58, 59 minutes or so. But I mean, any more closing thoughts on Clone
I've
Wars
said all
or
I've
Game
said.
of Thrones?
I don't want to spoil anything.
All right.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah. So I'd say we'll end off with just like, once again, thank you guys for the amount of support lately. It's been amazing. Like, I've never thought that like me personally, from like my YouTube standpoint, I've never had a channel grow this fast in such a short period of time, especially with us just starting up. Which I'm hoping that the success will continue, and we will be posting videos like we tried to do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But we'll just keep doing that as much as we can, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Yo, hey. Okay, I was gonna make sure you weren't doing like all of the outro. I was just, but yeah.
I'm not. I wasn't. I was gonna let you finish
No,
that.
yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. I should know better. But yeah, to go off
Yes,
that.
you should.
To go off of that. Thank you guys. It does mean a lot. Just know that there are some better things on the horizon if you are stuck at home with this current outbreak stuff. We have a lot more things coming out for you. We have, the closer we get to 100 subs, the closer we can maybe leak or drop something on that, and I'm sure you guys will like it a lot. Yeah, if you did...
So follow the Twitter.
Yeah, also, obviously we have... Go check in the description below because we don't talk about this, and we really don't... Sorry, before we get off here, we don't talk about our Discord, but we do have a Discord, and that's a place where subscribers can go, and us that we all hang around. And go ahead and go check that out. Go in the description below. We have the Twitter, Instagram, and Discord all down there below, and personal channels. But if you guys didn't enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, comment down below what we should do next, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell because it really does mean a lot. Thanks for the most recent support. And as always, have a good one, guys, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.